Hello, this is Ralesias, and welcome back to streaming of Factorio with pYs mod with Rampant turned on. Picking up where we left off, just orienting and figuring out what I'm doing again. I'm so glad I keep notes in the episode descriptions because I actually use those live now. Enjoying my hot chocolate black tea, which is amazing. It's like everything a mocha is for coffee, except tea, so it's better. I like both tea and coffee. Prefer tea though, but nothing against coffee. Has a certain appeal to it. Alright, rubber bricks. I really don't want to make rubber bricks. But at least we're making optical sets now. Aren't we? Where are we making optical sets? I'm going to have to start putting notes on this. Should be down here. Perfect. Yep, everything glass. Ground sample, equipment chassis, rubber. Convert that to a block. We need carbon black, there's one recipe. We need anthracene. Oh, are we already making this? Well, that's convenient. And then the polybutadiene is going to be the hard part. Titanium and aromatics. Okay, that's not too hard actually. I mean, it's obnoxious. And we're going to be doing a new recipe for it, or a new building for it. So the things we need a reformer. We're going to work backwards. Then where do we want the rubber? Because we're going to need to be able to make a lot of laboratory instruments. So we're going to want to do them in a place. And I'm thinking just go downward from here. Might make a crossroad. Maybe an access one, small like this. I'll have to check, but we may be able to increase or decrease our glass usage by using rubber rather than the latex rubber. I'll find out though. Alright, with that in mind for our initial steps for this episode, I think we should grab our walkways. Take about 4. I have a feeling there's just going to be more glass, so I'm going to put it over here. We'll do the rubber over here. And then we'll belt it out to wherever we need to for the laboratory instruments. because we'll grab the optical sets from here as well. It'll be the rubber and optical sets together. Am I making the equipment chassis? I know where. I'm going to double check, make sure I'm actually making those. I'm pretty sure I know where. There's only 2 places I would have put it. And that's near the Nexorellet. Or up by the basic circuits, which I did not remember building basic circuits anywhere. So if it exists, it's going to be up here. Okay, looks like no. That is okay. I may have just made some equipment chassis to start. And okay. That's good to know then. Or maybe I can just make equipment chassis. What is that? No funny noise. That simplifies it, but we'll need to produce it eventually. So let's focus on the rubber bricks. We need a heavy oil refinery. For which we need steel and iron, because apparently we got low. Alright. So it's in here. We're looking for heavy oil refinery. There we go. We'll need a reformer. We'll need a multi-purpose cracker as well. There's the reformer. Then we'll need these we have already. Oh, that's going to take a little bit to produce. No, yeah, that went through all of our iron already. Not surprising, we're using it all. Looks like we could grab some more small parts as well. Ooh, maybe not that many small parts. We're good on belts. We're good on pipes. Well, we're gonna need more pipes. We'll grab all 400. Okay, that's nice and chunky. What would be the exit? Alright, nothing. Side load the polybutadiene. Bring in the latex and the carbon black. Carbon black we make with the reformer, which we're producing right now. So we need to get the latex. That is plastic there. The latex is here. Can't span it all in one. Alright, there's our latex. Actually, I'm glad I made that first because we'll make the polybutadiene here. Give it a gap of 5. And actually, let's align it. It outputs steam. Great. Inputs water, aromatics, and titanium. That's gonna be fun. Water we don't have too far away, same with steam, so that's not too bad. Now we just need some aromatics. There we go. This is on the need line. Which we can pull it down from there. Grab some more treated wood. And titanium plates. And do I want that access path? Sure. Ah, rats. Guess I should have done it in a slightly different position. There's our titanium. Now how do I want to snake this through? Oh, outstanding. This appears to be all set now. Thinking we stay left of all this machinery and then cross over. Oops, sorry, hit the microphone. One along with this. We can make that work. We need to put it above rather than below. Although why? This will get us above the coal. And then we can pull it out of there. We have room to the right, but we're using a lot of that for belts back and forth. I like to keep it free for expansion. Perfect. Just fits. I'd rather underground the water pipe. Aesthetically speaking, no other reason. Bring this built in. And this is where we cross back over. We'll need to split. And there we go. Move a few trees that are in the way. We'll bring the belt right through here. That should take us all the way to the production facility. And then everything else looks complete. So we should see the titanium end up here eventually. So that's 2 inputs. Now we need the carbon black, which we will need the reformer for, which is quite large apparently. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can also make condensates. We would need shale oil. So anthracene goes in this side, vacuum comes in this side. Pressure pump. Ten vacuum in 1 second. We need 100 vacuum in 2 seconds. At most. Could be that we don't really need that much, but I do want to plan for the future. So actually, we're going to put these over here. And we're going to leave a gap. And that way we can add more. Actually, we'll set it up as a manifold. There we go. Now we just need to figure out which one of these is the one. Here it is. Anthracene. That is what we're looking for, correct? Yes. This is the anthracene pipe, goes out here, comes in here. Now we have a purpose for it. So this will be an overflow valve. It's underflow. Right there. So now it'll build up in this pipe and we'll use that pipe down here. Do we have any other incoming? Let's look at the rest of the pipe system. Nope, that's all of it. This is very compact. Compared to the rest of the factory. Can we make it? No, we're not going to be able to spam that. So we're gonna come through here. That's why I grabbed all the pipes. Looks like we're not producing a lot of anthracene, but it can all be made into carbon black. Doesn't matter if there's not a lot yet. It seems we're a little low on steam. Yeah, we're low on steam. Because this is an underflow valve, which it is definitely. That is an overflow valve, which we got nothing. Yeah, we've been experiencing shortages since the last hour of last episode. Or really most of this episode, and the very end of last episode. Yeah, our production's slowly been going down. Because we have not had as much syngas. Alright, let's take a look. Syngas, then. We care about steam. We care about syngas. We look across. Yeah, there was a drop in syngas. Which means we probably don't have as much coal gas. Since we have plenty of syngas production over here. The coal gas is limited. Alright, let's take a look. Our coal gas in green. And that dropped off as well. Means our coal production dropped off? Because we're not getting rid of tar. Because we're not making enough steam. Feedback loop. So if we have a steam priority, it is here. So let's underflow that and see if that'll help. I'm skeptical. Still need some here. Some heads over here. Our steam network is probably one of the most complicated. Alright, that's filling in from this side. What is this consuming? Ah, excess hydrogen goes there. And then we have northbound steam, which of course branches off into 100 places. Yeah, I think an underflow valve is probably our best option there. Make sure it gets prioritized before everything else. Is it perfect? No. But it is creating a differential. Not enough of a differential? Like, where's this steam going if it's not going in here? We'll make a small tank. Yeah, let's go with something small. Oh, wow. That looks interesting. Huh. That doesn't seem to be helping. Alright, we might end up deleting a little bit of steam here. But it's worth it to diagnose this issue. And that doesn't allow us to cause flow or differential. So we're going to need to probably something like that. I wanted it to flow through, but that's not realistic. We need to prioritize filling this tank, which will supply this area. But why are these not? Maybe an update occurred and I just need to replace this. Yeah, it was just not ingesting tar. I mean steam. This is just not making very much sense to me. Need steam? We have steam. Why you no take steam? Nope, no way to force it. Can we do a pump instead? Which I don't think is going to help at all, but I want to try it. Nope, that does not do it. Alright. I'm going to have to check for bugs now. Although I am going to leave the underflow valve right there, because I would like this filled up first. Minimum temperature 15, max 2000, greater than or equal to 250. Steam temperature is 250, so that's not the issue. Alright. So this is not an unheard of issue. So most of my troubleshooting has already addressed the issues, or the fixes, with the exception of flushing the system. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That is my only outlet from this side of the system. And then if I have to flush it all together, I will. I just want to take this whole section of the system and empty it into the tank. As long as that includes this section down here, I'll be happy. Because the next step will be to rip up the whole steam system as a whole. Oh, and we have other things that are feeding this. Forgot about that. Which we can check. These output 250 degrees steam. That's not the issue. But we are going to isolate this system for now. That's the hydrogen. Break that one. Why do we even have this here? Takes steam, that takes steam. Now we just gotta see if there is something else inputting steam into the system. Alright, right here. Up here. Alright, I think we flushed it. Let's see that this is accepting it. Yes. Backtracking. That only goes to here to make the agar. We'll pump that out. Alright, system's clear again. Add these in. Still accept steam. Okay. Drop off the sap while I'm here. Howdy, Mike James. I do believe we have a branch off this way as well. Nope, that's connected on the other side. It's the main manifold. This is what I was considering, and that's its own thing. Alright, continuing to follow the steam lines. These are accepting steam. These are accepting steam. Looks like flushing the pipes did work. Let's see if this burner down here is what is contaminating the system. I have a feeling, considering it was Mike and a comment on my last Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts video. I was like, that sounds like something Mike Hintz would say. Alright, still accepting steam. May have diagnosed our steam problems. Bug in the system. Alright, let's remove that. Oh, I forgot my chill music this time. Got so focused on doing everything. No longer accepting steam. So there is contaminated steam in the tank. So we're gonna have to delete all that. Alright, that's good to know. So we'll reflush the system. It requires going to all these again, but we know as soon as it zeroes out, we don't have to keep going. That's kind of the whole point of destroyers. I'm building 4 battleships right now. It's going to take time to build replacement destroyers. And really, I'm going to scrap the torpedo boats once we have enough destroyers, and I'm not going to have a port guard. I'm not going to deal with it. I forget. Oh yeah, the wood up here. There we go. System is flush. Oh, not quite. We just designed a light cruiser. And we have no dock space. Or shipyard space. Not till those battleships finish. Why do we have micro steam here? That's kind of a shtick. I usually go for heavy shells. I did light shells this time around for just to try them out. There are advantages. They tend to be a flatter trajectory, so they hit the belt more. Whereas heavy and super heavy are better at lobbing and hitting deck armor. But what are you seeing? What has convinced you? The accuracy bonus helps. It's not a huge amount, but it's one amongst many modifiers, and in this campaign we've managed to stack a lot of the modifiers. And the light shells is one more, so it makes a big difference. And the high velocity helps with armor piercing, but a heavier shell still has more armor piercing than a lighter shell, even accounting for the higher velocity. I like them though. I've been enjoying them. There are advantages to both. These micro amounts of steam are irritating me. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, the ricochet angles. Yeah, that's a clear advantage. That's a good point. 76.4. Let's see if we hook these up. Will it accept? Yes. We have no contaminants on this side. Alright, still. Should be able to hook up these ones. And the wood. Good. Excellent. Everything seems to be accepting the steam now. Head back down here and just let the system purge for a while. We no longer need the pump because the system is good as is. But we're not going to accept anything from this side till we purge this. Although more steam is being made. From the oil burners down here. Yeah. Generate steam of 250 degrees. So that's not the problem. Min-max ricochet angles. The minimum and maximum angle at which a shell could ricochet rather than conform or normalize. Meaning it starts to curve into the armor before you really start to calculate the amount of armor that it's going to penetrate. If that makes sense. Alright, good. We're still getting steam. Might shut these down. The syngas burners. until we purge this side of the steam system. Yeah, because this wasn't accepting steam either. Or no, that outputs steam, so that's fine. We need this to be grabbing. Do we have any other... Actually, let's do that. That way it'll be cross-connected. See if there are any other sources of steam on this side, and if not, we'll just wait for this to cook off as excess energy. Okay, yeah, that should be everything. Why the UK? It's already super easy as the French, although they have made some improvements to the AI already. So that it doesn't overbuild and it doesn't completely scrap its fleet, which is some of the problems we've seen and why we've seen rather weak fleets when we shouldn't. That would be interesting on the other end. I'd be more inclined to go Japan if it was that side, or Austro-Hungarian Empire for the designs, or Spain, or Russia even, just because they have interesting designs. Although, you know, I'm not against China. Alright, well, that is purging. Alright, yay, we're getting our compressed coal or carbon black. There we go. Which we're going to bring up via this belt. Can that stretch just barely? Perfect. Like it when it comes together like that. We get 4 carbon black per 2 seconds. And that'll be 3 per 4 seconds. So actually, let's do something a little bit like this. And we'll get 2 here like that. Where's latex? There it is. That should keep it. Wow, that looks funky. Rubber bricks at long last. I'm probably going to want a box. Not a lot. We'll do 1 stack. I haven't actually watched anybody else play, so I don't know what people are doing. I can see the appeal for a 1940 playthrough, because you get to play with the cool toys. But I think all of the eras are interesting. Like I would want to do a 1910s playthrough for the Dreadnought and Super Dreadnought era, before seeing proper battleships. Alright, back to Factorio. We have rubber bricks. Which we need for making laboratory instruments. We've got equipment chassis, optical set, rubber, small parts. Do we? need the factory, or can you do it in your pocket? This is called laboratory instruments. Instruments. Yeah. So we just really need the rubber. With 20. Laboratory instrument should be high tech. No. Is alien life? I don't see it in there. And there's where we can convert the rubber into rubber stoppers. We might have to upscale before we do that. One latex turns into one rubber with the addition of carbon black and polybutadiene, whereas one rubber brick, or four rubber stoppers, 2 latex. Nope, that's 1 to 2. It's just coal, so there might be an advantage to it. But it seems more reason to get rid of anthracene and aromatics. Okay. So, where are the lab instruments then? Really? In coal processing. And how many instruments do we need to create the science pack that we want? cDNA. Okay. How much are we making? We're making 3. So we need 3 lab instruments. Make 3 lab instruments. We need 10 more rubber. Yep, still ticking along nicely. Where are we at for steam storage? Why is it suddenly going up? Alright, now time to check all these pipes again. Nothing protected down here. It's got 8%, 8.5% fullness on the system. None of those are connected. None of those are connected. Just killing us. And then we have all of our steam engines and nothing connected on the far side. that steam temperature is below 250 degrees. Where did I get sub 250 steam? These output 250. The syngas burners output 250. Confirmed. Do I still have that tank? Yes, I do. Actually, let's do a pump. Got that pump. Let's actually purge the system. We'll get all the low temp steam over on this side. Alright, we're getting there. Something is adding 150-degree steam. Is this an output? It is. Oh my gosh. I feel like an idiot now. So we're going to need a separate set of pipes for that. Or I can slap a couple of steam engines down here. Just burn that off. And we'll put a tower up here. Alternatively, I could pipe it all the way up to the main steam engine area and just use that underflow valve. Keep that area topped up. Or do an underflow from this side and an overflow from the other side. And that'll keep that system charged. I kind of like that idea. We're going to need more pipes for that. As soon as that's purged, we'll be all set again. Good grief. And now we just need to start paying attention to temperatures of our fluids. I can't leave everything shut off for too long. There, we got that part purged. Oh, I'm an idiot. There. Come on. You can get all of it. This is totally empty. I can re-add these. That is indeed 250. Good on that side. Now we're burning off our excess syngas. Now I've got all these ones hooked up on this side, correct? Yes, it's just the excess burn off of wood over here. Not enough steam on either side. Alright, now we can start burning off this buildup. Because that gives us half of our burners, and this is a circular route. Alright, this salt. No, I'm not going to risk it. Don't care if it's empty or not. And this is all 250-degree steam. Cross connect. That side's 250, this side's 250. That fixes our steam problems. And produces a surge of ash. Alright, question is how we want to hook this side up. I think we want an overflow valve here. And I think I want... Actually, we don't need the 100K here, do we? You know what? Let's just do 2. We need some lead. Lead is over by the ammunition. There we go. We'll make a second 100K. I like to have that closer to these. So we can actually monitor it. But I suppose I'm gonna have to deal without. I don't like it. One on the other side. In which case I'm gonna put it down here. Pondering whether to leave this as an overflow valve or not. Because otherwise this has to build all the way up. And then what purpose is this serving? Except providing a buffer for the rest of the factory, various uses of steam. And in fact, I don't think we really need this. We need to connect this over here and put this on that side. So then we have a tank battery of steam on production steam and power steam. And they get equally prioritized. Now I just need to get a pipe down this way and over to the low temperature steam, because the steam engines can use those. They output less power, but it doesn't matter. And where's this steam pipe? In fact, I kind of want to separate it a little bit more than what we have. Check our fluids again. Steam's going much higher. Syngas, coal gas, not as much, but not entirely surprising. And there we go. Power steam, lower temperature, and supplied by both systems. Now let's go get our rubber bricks. That'll allow us to create 3 laboratory instruments, and that'll get us the cDNA that we need. No, dear. Those produce 2 each. That's fine. We'll have other uses for laboratory equipment. Now we need plasmids and retroviruses. Let's see how delightful these are. I can delete this block. Plasmids first. Oh, look at that. We need more laboratory instruments. Glassware. The Zogna bacteria. That is new. Everything else we have already. Laboratory instruments by manual crafting. Lamps. We have some of those left over from when we disabled Afraid of the Dark. But I didn't like it for YouTube playback since it tends to be really dark with the encoding. Wood we have in our pocket right now. Petri dishes we do not, and we need pressurized air, which I think is also a pressure pump. Yep, there it is. Must be made in a biofactory. Unlike the lab instruments, which can be made by the character. Biofactory. I am almost certain we do. Let's find out. Buildings. All. Biofactory. We've got one. And it is not in our pocket. Bio. It is connected to the grid. Making agar, that's the incubator, data array, botanical, gene lab, creature lab, biofactory. Is it over by the rock? Nope, that's a washer. Barreling, reproductive, compost, paddocks. Alright, we can probably disable. No? Why would meat get over here? Alright, I'm not quite sure where the biofactory is, so I may just make a new one. It's fine, I have nothing against having a second one, but if we're idling the other, oh there it is, makes the plastics, which is just fine. In use, we do not need to replace it or reuse it. Alright, in here, biofactory. First thing, we need duralumin and titanium. Titanium is right there. Duralumin right there. Biofactory. Plasmids, please. We need... how many plasmids? 3. We output 1. So we need 3 lab instruments. Look at that, we overmade 3. 3 petri dishes, 3 glassware. Actually, we should have glassware up here somewhere. There we go. Put a box up here now. I'm gonna dump other knickknacks that we use for research. We don't need right now. Then we need the Zogna bacteria, which we get via incubator Mark 1, which we do have one of those. It's over here on the right. Yes. Zogna bacteria. We need 20 per. Yes. So we need 3 cycles of Zogna bacteria. I've got the pump over here. Zogna bacteria is a fluid. That's gonna make this slightly awkward, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete the incubator and physically move it over here. Okay, fine. We'll put the biofactory adjacent, put the incubator adjacent. We need plasmids. We want to use that, and those. And then we'll put it directly in. And the same for the pump. Pressurized air. There we go. We need 6 petri dishes. Wood don't care, lamps don't care. Just throw them in there. There we go, 3 plasmids. Now we need 3 retrovirus. Made in the incubator. Hot air, warming. Oh, really? Regenerative heat exchangers? That means we need to make warm stone bricks. That means we need coke oven gas. I hate this. Actually, we can't make it right now. Nope, we can. Raw coal straight to coke. Actually, considering that, let's add a new block. I want to do a comparison here. Coke by destructive distillation. And that'll come from our ground miners. No, not high pressure. Raw coal from the ground. Electric mining drill, we want 1,000 for comparison. Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount. That's not the point. Coke. And we're going to do it by the high pressure method. I guess it doesn't matter how we get that, so we can get rid of the miners. Because it's effectively the same. We're not examining a difference of source material. So we can use 800 megajoules and 1.5 pollution. Or we can use 1.1 gigajoules and half a pollution. It is more expensive, but it produces coke oven gas. That's what we care about. Alrighty then. Blasted retroviruses. Can we make coke oven gas any other way? Red hot coke. Which we haven't researched, so we don't know what that looks like yet. Cooking gas oil, that's a lot more involved. That's definitely further down the tree. Hot molten salt, which again, down the tree, that's not something we're really looking at. So this looks like it, depending on whether you doing it in the oxygen furnace is realistic. Well, misaligned fingers. Well, I guess the salt isn't as far as I thought. I mean, it sorta is. Does require the logistics science. Leon does right now. Red hot coke. Coke processing 2. Got plenty of the science we can do, and then just a few of the science that we haven't set up yet. Which logistics science pack? Yeah. That's a ways away. So we're not looking to do that right now. Alright then. We need regenerative heat exchangers. Actually, we need just one. Got the high pressure. No, we used it. So let's get a new one. Why do I have calcium carbide? There's the factory for it. Calcium carbide dump. Regenerative heat exchangers, what we're looking for. We want hot air, we need warm stone bricks. Yeah, good, excellent. You can get rid of the coke oven gas this way. No, not the high pressure vessel, thank you. Nah, blast, we need water. And to connect to the steam system. There we go. Got the water. That will output 250 degree steam. Checking this time. And then we need the high pressure. Of course, we need to move the box. Coke. That's what we're looking to produce. Exactly. Nope, not quite aligned. Now we need to grab some raw coal, which we don't have anywhere near here anymore. Got fish set up. Jungle gonna put that higher on our goals. Fish. Stage 1. What do we need cotton gut for? I assume for cotton. Depolymerized organics. Alright, we're going to need it for the research. Nothing else for the fish, though. What else do we have? We have warehousing, we have zoology. Oh, right, for the transport. Upgrades for the moon drops. We did the upgrade for the forestry. Burners to get rid of excess solid things. Heavy armor, which we probably won't need for a while. Mining machines, which will get us aluminum processing and zinc processing. That'll be important eventually. Also melamine, which will get us batteries. Moss farm upgrades. Must sterilize. High density culture. So we increase energy use, but we remove the need for muddy water. And an internal bioreactor. Nullifies pollution. Not sure what the trace chemicals will really do for us. And this just seems like increased production of moss by having to use distilled water and chlorine. Sounds like a chore, but it might be good eventually. That's what the melamine gets us. Well, fiberboard, starch, need for cotton gut, domestication. Ah, power. Yes, we need power. Actually, having better power poles would be nice too. Not really important. Rock stage 2. Well, rocks. Upgrade and a pea wasp hybrid. That sounds delightful. What do we need for rock food? Tree seeds, algae, moss. Oh yeah, that's... We're gonna end up ripping up the rock paddocks and relocating them somewhere else to create the infrastructure that we're going to need to feed them if we're going to upgrade to stage 2. Similar to what we did with iron processing. Ooh, rock mark 2s though. That'll be nice. In the end, I think we're going to go mining because we want the melamine for the batteries, the machine components for the energy generation. We need a better long-term solution for energy. So, mining machines. And of course, I've forgotten what I need over here. Ah, rock coal. Are we using rock coal? Oh, gunpowder. Raw coal. Why is raw coal over here? How much raw coal do we need? Those are all correct. I need 3 retroviruses. Dealing, please. Make 3 retroviruses. I'm gonna need 200 raw coal. Good grief. Oh, we used up all the stone. Kerosene. And then let's drop off the excess stone. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the last of some raw coal in here. We're not providing raw coal anymore. We're definitely not going to get enough from here. Oh, that's a lot of sap. Alright, there's 200. Got 30k for our steam storage battery. And on the other side, we have 40k for production. We are in good shape. Steam working much better. Or not. This contamination again? How's the tar? We have a buildup of tar. We need tar to go away. Yep, we might have to diagnose this again. Or make its own little subdivided steam patch. That's a little annoying. For now, we have the extra tank. Why not put tar in it? Wow, that's a lot. That is more than I expected. Because the excess tar is overflowing into being used for glass production, really. Okay then. This steam system really aggravating. We might have to rework the whole system. That's all 250. That's all 250. That's all 250. It can't? Well, if the other system's not really operating, this has no reason to run, so it's not really inserting low temperature steam right now. Oh no, it's there. just being overwhelmed by the other side. Okay. Still, this should be operating, not starved. Like, why does this have steam? Because it's dependent on that. I don't think we get... Nope, we don't get that from anywhere else. And that means this is not operating? There must have been some trace. I pulled up that whole system though. What could have been holding on to some small amount of contaminated steam? I'm gonna add fixing steam to our list of things to do. We'll see if we can't fix it by just pumping it out. When we notice stuff coming, we'll turn off that pump. But we won't cross connect at that point. With the steam insertion store systems, I have to disconnect them, otherwise it won't work right. Alright. How many bricks? 5. Need 20. Really? I'll portion them out carefully. Alright, that'll operate over time. That's still got a lot of steam to work through. That should be the last one. Now we have our 20 bricks. We're burning off the excess to make extra. We're inserting a bunch of steam into the system. Got our bricks. Just make a second regenerative heat exchanger. And it uses power when it's connected but not doing anything, so we'll pull it up. Oh, I must be getting tired. I lost it. There it is. And we'll get our perfectly normal bricks back. There we go. Now we need 3 steel. 3 lab equipment. Three petri dishes. So let's actually grab 30 rubber. We'll make more lab equipment. Ooh. And we need rock cocoons. We need 12 of them. Well, 2 of them have run down now. Not that we're using that much iron at the moment. That's 8. Half the next set and we're set. Ooh, I've run off circuits. Glad I noticed that. BR3 retroviruses. We can now put here, and we'll now have R3 CDA. That is exactly what we need for our first Ralesias. Alright, to get to sustainable and expanding, we just need seeds and water. And we get the seeds from Botanical Nursery, pulling apart the flowers. So we need Ralesia plantation and the Botanical Nursery. We're going to leave this one here because we're going to use it to make more types of plants. I need glass, I need soil. Ten planter boxes. And then 300 soil. Glass is handy to have, so we'll take a whole stack, because we're going to use a stack to make a farm. Grab some iron plates. We're good on belts. Imagine we need water for this. Yes. I think after putting down the farm, we'll call it to a close there. grab our 2 flowers. And the question is where to put the farm. I kind of want to move organics over to this side since it's largely unutilized and I have good paths over here. I'm going to come down to here and I'm going to say this is the place to do it. We'll bump into our edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have hydrogen, and we can add in soil over here. So we can do more. Let's start with the basics because we're also going to need more input seeds to do that with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 flowers to make any seeds. Outstanding. Which that means we need to do the other side of it a couple more times. It seems a little obnoxious to me. And we need at least 1 in here. So we may call it here, knowing that we're going to be able to make the flowers next time because we have everything set up to produce the specialized resources that we need. It's still really annoying though. So we'll need 2 more flower DNA samples, which means we need 2 more codexes. Codexes, we don't make those there. Where do we make the codexes? Can we just do those in our pocket? Just need to have the right ones. 2 more codexes. Need 2 more generic samples. Which means we need 10 more biosamples. Are made in the incubator. So we need 20 more bio containers. We're going to need more than that. We'll need additional lead, I think we're running out of. Yep. let's see, that'll be 300 floor. I think that caps out at 200 per stack. So that gets us started on putting everything together and brings us to the end of this stream. So I appreciate you staying to the end if you did. Even if you didn't, I appreciate you stopping in to say hi or just to watch. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Y'all take care now.